Okay, look. I wanted to do an Archie the Wolf, right? I want to do an Archie the Wolf. And you want to come up and you want to put some effort into what you're saying. But why? What is the point when we lose 2-0 at home to Sheffield United? So I'm not going to go off on a curse. I'm not going to go off on a silver out. I'm not going to go off on a silver in. All I can say is that Ped, Baz, anybody that's watching this, if you create any content, if you have any social media presence and contribute anything towards Everton Football Club, whether it's you make videos, you do some stats, you do web graphics, whatever you do for Everton Football Club, you obviously put in 100% of your effort. You don't half-ass it. You show up because you want to do the best possible job that you can, because you want your quality to come through. You want to give your best every single time. And that is not what we see from Everton Football Club. Away from home, at home, anything else. The only time we see any type of personality is when you put out these 3-minute hinky-dink, needless, pointless photo shoot things with denier cam and all that. And then you show us great saves and great strikes and great goals scored at practice. Yeah, okay, that's great. That's when they seem to be having a laugh. That's when they're having a good time. That seems when we have some personality, some character. Where is it on the pitch? Again, completely devoid of ideas, offensively, defensively, look shaky, don't look like we know what we're doing when we're in transition. Going forward, I don't even have to get into it because I'm not going to keep repeating the same things over and over and over again. The one thing I will say, because this is going to be short and sweet, I am not going to take the time to look at the stats because I know what the stats were. We bossed the possession like 70, 73, 70, whatever percent. There was a point in that game that Sheffield United were winning 1-0 without having a single shot and without having a single shot on target. And we had already had 10 shots and 5 shots on target. Okay, I'm not even going to get into the whole Schneiderlin thing because we all know what that is. Okay, we don't have to go into the formation and the tactics and the manager and all the stuff, because just go back and look at any Toffee TV video, what we talk about on this. Hello, by the way, patrons. What our inadequacies are, where we need to improve, what we need to try and do differently. You know, what does Tom Davis have to do to get a game? With these results, something has to change. So it was an absolutely abysmal, pathetic result once again. You know, my phone is literally blowing up so much you'd think that my phone was a vibrator because it just won't stop. Me. Like, it seems to be on the super hardcore extreme setting because everyone's blowing me up. Reds, family members, everybody just bantering us. And I'll accept it and I'll reply and I'll laugh and all that. But it's almost like I don't want to get up here because I don't profit. I don't make any money by getting up here and doing Everton content. Okay? You know, even on the channel that I'm on, that's my own channel, I don't expect you, I'm not trying to plug it or anything, but the time that goes into graphics, the time that goes into research, the time that goes into me waking up at 5 a.m. on my weekends in order to watch football because I love football. And I watch a great game like Leicester-Tottenham. The noon game is usually the noon game over in the UK, obviously. Lunchtime, as they call it. It's 6 a.m. here. So I'm up there. I'm up at, before dawn, before the sun's even risen, because I love my toffees. I love my football so much. And and I put forth the effort with the graphics, and I put forth the effort with my lighting and all that stuff. And I just feel robbed. I feel mugged. I feel absolutely ripped off every time I watch Everton play because I don't see any desire, any heart, any passion, or any of that stuff. And yet we as content creators and we as fans and we as supporters have just gone through this for so long and for so many years, and every time it's supposed to be changing. Oh, Chelsea are vulnerable this season. They've got a transfer embargo. Frank Lampard just came in. Eden Hazard's gone. Arsenal rocky at the back but good going forward. Manchester United don't have a decent midfield. You know, is Pogba happy? They didn't replace Lukaku. They didn't replace Sanchez. You know, they're suspect at the back. They overpaid for Maguire. The top 4, or at least the top 6, is there for the taking. Wolves are in the Europa League, and they're sitting at the bottom of the league because they're playing Thursday, Saturday. So the only team that could possibly compete with us if we're going to break into the top 6 is possibly Leicester, possibly West Ham. So you've got the top 3, you've got City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and then you've got the next, what should be 3, obviously, Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea. But those are all vulnerable. And then below that, you've got a little league of Leicester, Everton, and West Ham. Then below that, you've got the other tier, which is somewhere between 10th and 17th, then you've got 18, 19, and 20. So that's what we're at. But now we are obviously, it's early in the season, I get it, but this looks like a team that could be a bottom half team struggling to even get into the top 10, let alone the European places, let alone the top 6. To finish as a top half team is all the aspirations that we can possibly have right now. And like Baz always looks at, and like I'll agree with, I'm looking at what points total will keep us in the Premier League this season, as opposed to how many points we've got in order to climb up into the upper echelon of the Premier League. That's it. I'm done. It was absolutely shocking. It was absolutely shite. And it's absolutely unacceptable on so many levels. I'm done. Do with this